The frosty eyebrowed wedding cake frosting false messiah from West Fall River, having met one omnipotent night. Miss Pepper, as she's stepping out of the violin case she'd been sleeping in, since losing her fishing license for flagging down a traffic policeman and throwing rice at his pragmatically disenfranchised person. Took her to see the hat tipping, light switch flipping, folk singing, fish and chip chewing, rapid river canoeing, Fig Newton worshipping Archbishop of Bologna Sandwich Mountain, whose main concerned mainly the frosty eyebrowed wedding cake froster's counter-revolutionary position on pastry-eating pastureland Ernest, who was, at present, making a variety of Viceroy epoclimactic reparation on Frosty's broken-down furnace. They were all in a state of earnest. Wouldn't you be if you were about to be inundated by overrated tourists from Tinseltown? I would very much so right here and now like to pause for a moment in 72-hour-long silence. I have long debated why so many handlebar mustached, mustard-spreading, mattress-tag-removing counter-revolutionaries never visit their urologist without a rabbit's foot in their pocket and their pickled pastry dripping down an electric wall socket. Do they all own the same seldom-seen limousine? Do they know by ringtail rote how to pocket? If you have your keys handle and a chocolate-flavored door, and you're about to go to market, please lock it. If they are at once trying to tackle the town dunce, even once, please block it. Don't sew together all your trouser pockets without first and foremost French toasting your morning breakfast at 7:15. Always be home from Rome by 11. The Vatican viceroys already know you're from Hathook to heaven. I do not know what we're all going to do about the newt from Seattle who flew right into St. Kevin's 7 Sinbads from the Galahad Triad of the 3 noble crumb cake pursuers of purpose who only made it worse for Mel and Melon. But what about the unpluckable Thanksgiving goose that turned into a turkey and then turned back into what he was the night before last? A disco-missive mucus Confucius reading moose. This is not an excuse. For setting loose from London the cookbook cooking, horrid-looking, flying hamster from Hampton. You, said Miss Pepper, remind me of a golf-turning Peter Frampton. I, replied the frosty-eyebrowed wedding cake froster, remind Agnes Magnus of the blacklisted Christmas pine tree decorating, hesitating ham sandwich baking booze hound from the lost and found. You remind everybody of Eddie Money, replied poor Pepper. I'm through spending money to you. You belong in a zoo riding a canoe. Even Rondelou knew when not to nickel-dumb the curly-tailed hens. Way back when, even odd squares go in circles. Michael, Mark, Luke, and John joined the fire brigade when lemonade was made with baked lobster from Boston. My name is not Lawson. Peter the Great would not hesitate to play Kate Smith every morning for records when the waves were fawning the few and far between bottles of model ships from Bar Harbor, Maine. Let me explain. Down the drain.